everyone, this is Lisa from Grace and Old Paper. I have another thrift haul. Wasn't planning on doing one this soon, but my lovely mama, who is the epitome of a sweet, gentle Southern lady, graced me with a little happy, as she calls it, a gift of money to go shopping. Because she knew I was getting a little frustrated doing some of my projects because I didn't have some more things that I needed. You know, I'm still building up my collection, and the sweet lady that she is, she gifted me with a little money so I could go shopping and to get me out of the house, because truthfully I haven't left my house very much in the last year. Just a handful of times, so due to COVID. Thank you very much. Anyway, so I went to three places. I went to the Dollar Tree and I went to my local thrift store, which it's hit or miss. You know, sometimes I can find a few good things, sometimes most of the time and then I went to my favorite little, I don't know whether to call it antique store, junk store. It's where they have booth after booth after booth where people bring in, you know, everything from homemade things to antique things. So, and it's huge, so I do love going there. So anyway, we're going to start with the Dollar Tree. I've got me some more baker's twine. This was a set of 3 colors that I did not have from there, so I was real happy to get that. I found some, I guess, pseudo washi tape. We'll try it. This one is little alphabet letters, which will be great when I start doing journals for my grandchildren. This one I got, it's just a running thing with my youngest daughter. She loves the llamas. She thinks the llamas are great. So this one is llamas. If you can see it, well, that's on the cover there. They're just little, funny little llamas. I like that. And then, I use I have, excuse the condition of this poor old thing, a makeup sponge that I use for inking on my one color, and so I needed more. So I've seen these at the Dollar Tree, and I thought I'd give it a try to see how it is. So I'll try to let you know how that turns out, whether it works good or not. So this was all I got from the Dollar Tree, other than a couple of household things. Okay, and then my thrift store. So I found this pair of earrings, which will be great. I mean, they're just, well, my light is terrible. Let me try turning on this light and see if that helps any. Okay. It's so gloomy here today. Oh, it's just drizzly, dreary, gloomy. But anyway, these are charms in themselves. They're already made. 99 cents. So I liked that. Oh dear, it's tangled up. Hang on a second. Got this charm bracelet. Paid 99 cents for it. And it has the little snowflake, this little glittery ball, a little bow, you can see that, a glittery star, and a little present. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charms right there for 99 cents. And then we found this one. This one was $1.99, but it has more little danglies, I think. That is just because it's made different, but yeah, there's this little, I don't know if you can see it. It's so tiny. And I can't remember what they called it. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's a decorated ball. And there's this little pink charm. Just a little gold disc. This one's really pretty. It's kind of a peachy pink. So anyway, I have all these little charms to play with off of there. And that one was, oh, $1.99. Yeah. And then, let's see. I got this to stand my signatures up in to sew things a little better. I found this little packet of cards. And it says, a friend loves at all times, and it's Proverbs 17:17. But what I really liked about it is steampunk. For 99 cents. It's 8 notes and 8 envelopes. So I like that. Then I found this game, How Well Do You Know America? And it's not that I wanted it for the game, but what I wanted it for was the cards, because this is the shape they are. I've never seen any this shape, and those are perfect tags. And it has everything, you know, questions about the states, but then it has stuff like a hummingbird cake features bananas and which other fruit. So it's kind of like a trivia thing, but, you know, and I could cover the back. I thought the shape was really, really great. I think I paid, yeah, $1.99 for it. So there's that. I got this bag full of stuff for $2.99. I have opened it, but I have not looked in it fully yet. Zipper. Probably will never use that. But what I got it for, because I saw that there was some single fold bias tape. It's a brown color, so, you know, I'm unsure on that. Don't know what I'll do with the quilt binding. Good grief at the needles. That one has a bent edge on it. I don't know what it's for. Those are big needles. But I saw this little thing of the lace hem tape, beige color. I don't have much of this kind of stuff. Truly, sewing trims is what I'm missing now, really. But also, so look at these fabulous buttons. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, how pretty are those? And these, so, so, so beautiful. I love those. I love these red ones. That's going to go on a Christmas journal. Look at these. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and the rings. I bet I can make a closure for that, with that. There's 4 of them in there. Oh, that's great. Twill tape? If you know what to do with twill tape, let me know in the comments below. There's just one on that. Oh, that's an old one. Green buttons. They're very rustic looking. I like that. The card's really dirty though. Ugh. Yeah, I've seen a thing recently on Miss Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. She has taken button cards, the pretty ones, not these just like Walmart ones, you know, but the prettier ones, and maybe she didn't like the buttons, and she has taken them and she's decorated them with lace and pretty buttons and stuff, and they're gorgeous. She did such a great job. That's a pretty blue teal colored thread. So I thought that was pretty good for these. You know, I didn't mind it for these buttons. I have to take what I can get around here because I just don't have a lot of choices around here. I found this for $1.99, and it's just full of the Rolodex cards, blank. So that's a good find to me. Plus I've got the dividers. So I thought that was really good. So I was happy with that. Be able to use those. My daughter found this for me. She was shopping with me and she found this for me. $2.99, a little pricey, but like I said, beggars can't be choosers around here. But it's a whole kit. It's got 3 stamps. I really like the little airmail stamp. It's got some buttons, and there's some, gosh, I don't know if you can see it with the glare, but there's some heart-shaped buttons in there. Really like that. Heart-shaped stamp, you know, whatever you call it, punch. But I really love this little trim. And this one, oh, love that. This would be pretty in a Christmas journal, I think. And then some teeny tiny rickrack. So it was just a complete Valentine kit, Party Barn Kids. For $2.99, so, you know, I thought that was pretty good. And of course, so then I found this. This is actually a shirt. It's you know, one of those off-the-shoulder shirts. So it's got some lace on the sleeves, and then, but the lace, let me see if I can show you. If I can get one layer of it, it's so fine. You see that? So I figure somehow I can definitely trim it, but there's like 1, 2, 3 rows of it. So I can figure out a way to trim it, and may have to attach some ribbon to make it straight across where I can put it on things. But oh my gosh, I just thought that was beautiful. And it's so delicate and fine. So I loved that. I paid $3.99. A little bit pricey, but I've never seen lace like this, so I thought that was just so gorgeous. Then I found this. This is actually a window valance for $1.99, but I thought this would make a really pretty Victorian or shabby chic type journal cover. And it's a really, you know, pretty good sized piece of it because it's a window valance, so I thought that was a good deal. I really like the little delicate roses and everything on it. So that was good for me. I found this piece of fabric, and this is just fabric, and it had been obviously probably dropped on the floor, run over with a buggy, whatever, but it was $2.99, so it does need a washing. It's got dust and stuff, but how pretty for a fall journal. It is, to me, this is stunning fabric, and it's so much of it. I don't know exactly. Well, there's a seam in it, so obviously it was used for something, or somebody had tried to sew something together, but it's just a big hunk of fabric. Somebody was going to do something with it, but I still love it. It's just beautiful. Look at that. This will make a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fall journal. Several, as a matter of fact. I love that. I was going to start collecting things to make journals for my daughters to collect, you know, memories for with their children. I have 2 grandsons. One is 3, and the other is 4.5, as he is very proud to tell you. Well, the 3-year-old loves anything to do with construction and dinosaurs. He loves dinosaurs. So I thought, oh, I'll look for some dinosaur stuff. Well, we found this, and then I didn't realize, it just didn't dawn on me at the time. It's 3D, so I'm not really going to be able to use it in a journal. So I may give it to them just to play with. Give it to one of them just to play with. But it's cards with the little 3D glasses. Put that away. So they're blurry because they're 3D. Oh, but they're not all that way, I don't think. No. Oh, good. They're not all that way. Those 2 are. So I thought I could make some good journals with these. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy. There's another pack of them here, too. It's got facts on the back. Oh, I'm happy. Those were the only 2. That's good. There may be some more in there, but the glasses are cute, though. My 3-year-old one for sure would love that. So, okay, I'm happy. That's good. Okay, and then I was looking around, and we saw these, and I thought, hey, this is great. Birds and flowers. And at our thrift store, magazines are 3 for $1. So I thought, you know, $1. What can I lose? Well, they're not that great, to be honest. I looked through them last night. There are a few things I can fussy cut. And there's a few butterflies. And some birds. So there are a few things, but not a lot. But, you know, for $1, I'll get my use out of it. You know, 3 of them. They're good. Now the backs have some really cool images like this right here. I love that. And I may use that in a page. Love the little cherry blossoms and the music-covered birdhouse. I love that. So the backs have some really pretty images. So yeah, I guess for $1, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then we found this book. I paid $1.50 for it because it wasn't pre-priced, and hardbacks at our store are $1.50. And to me, it's a fascinating era. So it doesn't have like there's a lot of depressing stuff in it, of course, but there's also things like this. The first part of the book is you know, the stories of war, and I love this though. I may fussy cut that. Am I getting that on camera? Yeah. So there's things like this. But then there's, like, you know, depressing pictures too. Tales of war and woe. But yeah, the back of it has a lot of little, you know, movie posters, and oh, look how pretty she is, Miss America. So yeah, I thought this was pretty good. He's kissing the ground. He just got home. Bless him. So there, and then look at the ads. These are great. And look at these ladies. So yeah, I thought you know, $1.50. I thought this was really great. Plus, I wanted to look through it. Look at him. I love it. I love it. Love this too. So I thought, you know, $1.50. I wanted to look through it myself, and then I got some great images in it, so I thought that was a good deal. Found this. I have never found doilies at my thrift store, ever. So I was really excited to see these. I was digging through a bin and saw it. So I opened it up last night, and it's really just these two, or I think pretty close to being just alike. This one's bigger. Yeah, they're different. This one's way bigger. It does need a good, of course, I need washing and then a good ironing. They're very stretchy. And then this one is pretty, but they use some kind of weird shimmery lace. It's very cheap feeling. Very cheap feeling. But the red is done out of something different. So I don't know, maybe I can just cut the white out and use the little red leaves for something somehow, for a Christmas journal or something. So I was okay with that. And then I found this bag, and it was $2.99. And I know this is cheap lace. These all came from Walmart, those little pre-bagged dollar things. But there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So normally that would be $6, and I got it for $3. So I got it for half price. But you know, it's the cheap ruffled lace. But you know, some of it's not bad. That one's not bad. I don't really like. What I'm gonna do with all the blue? Who knows? Maybe I'll do a blue journal one day. So there's white, and then there's the ecru. But hey, when you're you know, just starting your collection, there's, you know, collect. Okay, and I got one other thing. My daughter insisted I get it. Oh no, this was from the other store, so I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, so we left the thrift store and we went to my favorite junk store. So I'll go ahead and show you this because she insisted I get it. We found it there, and it was only 50 cents. Nothing to do with junk journaling. It's candy cane candles. The story is, see, I have 2 of them that I got from Avon years and years and years ago, before my children were even born. And I've had them all these years, and I've loved them. Well, one of them is cracked, half in 2, but I still put it out every year. My kitchen window, I have 2 of them. I kind of, you know, heated it up a bit and stuck it back together. And my daughter saw these, and even though they're not the same, she insisted I get it because they always joke at me about my broken candle. Okay, so at my junk shop, we ran across a bin that my daughter was digging for me. She was great at this. She really was. She was digging through all kinds of things for me. And she found this bin of textiles. Now, some of them are damaged. I don't care. Paid $1 for this big, fabulous piece. It is, you know, damaged right over in here. But I've got all of these little, what would you call them? Leaves, I guess, that I'm going to cut out. There's just so many pieces in here. I love it. And this is a beautiful feeling thread that they used. Love, 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 love this. And I may get it down to the center ones and just use that on the journal. Really pretty. $1. Loved that. I found this one, and oh, look how pretty and delicate. It was $1. Which I couldn't believe it. Most of the time the doilies and stuff there are $4 and up. I mean, they can be pricey for the old doilies. I love that one. That was $1. This one was $1. Look at this. You know, it's got some holes. I guess that's why they let it go, but it's got, oh, you can see this. It's got leaves on there. Isn't that pretty? So I'm not exactly sure how I can cut out, you know, places like this and stuff. So I'll have to figure out how best to utilize this, but it's just beautiful. This is very old-fashioned. I'm sure I can even use the fabric too. I think that's gorgeous. I got 3 of these. There's one loose here for $1.50 for all 3. That'd be great in a Valentine journal. My daughter found this because it's Christmas. It was marked down to $3. So there's 2 of these little, I would almost call them hankies. 2. Did I say 3? 2 of these little hanky things. Then there are 3 of the napkins. It has this detail on it. So there's 3 of those. And then there's 2 of these placemats that again have that detail on them. Pretty scalloped edge. So I'm sure I can use that with Christmas journal. So like I said, the whole set was $3. Okay, we hit my favorite booth. There is a booth there that everything is $1 and under. That's where we got the candles for 50 cents. But I love that booth, and I really hit it hard. So we found these in there. Set of 5 pads of them for $1. This would be good. Found this pack of English style postcards. And that, you know, some of them aren't the prettiest. That one's pretty good. A lot of them are like house interiors and stuff, but then there are some others that I like that. There's a glare on there. Sorry about that. Look at that. That one's pretty good. So I thought, you know, I love that. My youngest daughter loves all this, what does she call it? Chinoiserie. Loves that. So I thought for, you know, $1. Most of the postcards there, when you get to the vintage postcards, they're like $4 and up, sometimes just for 1. So I was happy about that. Found this at the same booth, Dennis the Menace. That's because, you know, I have grandsons, and both of them can be a Dennis the Menace at the at moments. And I love Dennis the Menace. I always have. So I thought this would be great, you know, just to use as journal cards or whatever, tags and stuff in a book for them. Love that. I saw this. It's $1 again. Last of the Good Clean Joke books. So supposedly, you know, they're aged. It's aged books, so I can use snippets of it in a book. I had forgotten about these little magazines. I had totally forgotten they used to exist. Humpty Dumpty magazines. I had totally forgotten. This one's a Valentine one. I love the flamingo here, carrying a heart. So, I mean, it's very aged. Let me see if I can see what year this one was from. February 1968. So, you know, they had stories. They had crafts you could do. Humpty Dumpty. That was a Kind of a science experiment there. I just love it. Little poems for little people. Somebody did those, the little dot to dots. I just love it. I love it. Look at the little, look at that. That's so cute. So I like that. That was $1. Of course, it came from the dollar place. Here comes Charlie. We got this really because I can use this for collaging. It is so beautifully aged. This is gorgeous color. Papers feel good. I have no idea what the story's about. I don't even think there's there's a few little illustrations in there, but not much. But again, collaging. You know, you don't have to, in a children's book, you don't have to worry about bad words and things. Bad content. This was the same booth and it was 50 cents. 50 cents. And again, I seem to have fascination with World War I and II, but look at this. This book is just literally has fell apart. But these things are great. There's so much in here. Henry Ford. But there's all these lovely little black and white images. Isn't she pretty? That's Clara Bow. The Roaring Twenties, and look at these. These are fashion. Isn't that beautiful? Jello. The king and queen might eat thereof, and noblemen besides. So these are ads, I guess, from the Roaring Twenties. Pierce Arrow. Look at that one. That is so Roaring Twenties right there. I hope I'm in frame. There we go. Pierce Arrow. Anyway, 50 cents, you know? Not bad. Oh, look at that. The Navy needs you. Don't read American history. Make it. So that was a great book for 50 cents. Then I found a collection of these. And yes, I am going to look up my books before I go cutting into them to make sure, you know, they're not worth anything. But this has quite a bunch of fussy cuts. Fu Manchu. Look at all these. Let's have a bit of a glossy sheen to it, but probably won't fussy cut those. Could do the ducks, but there was, look at these. Thought that was a pretty image. There are some hit and misses with the fussy cut things. I probably, you know, I don't know what I would do with the glassware. But then you get into stuff like this. Look at the little kitty cats. And this little boy. Oh, he's so cute. He's being tough. Reminds me of my grandsons. So all of these, I just love them. Look at, it's Courier knives. Isn't that pretty? The glare's not too bad. My lighting is atrocious today. So there's so many images that can be fussy cut. If I ever do a cowboy journal, I got stuff for that. Look at the boots. Love him. And then there's these pages of textiles that would make some great cards, some journal cards, or I don't know what all, but it would great tags. That's what I meant. Really pretty. There's one page in particular I just love. Can you imagine doing that all day? Ugh. I'd be trouble with this one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then there's country music stuff in this one. So I thought this would be good for fussy cutting. It's an encyclopedia of collectibles. So I have that one. And I have this one. This one, I'm going to do a quick flip through it. Those beautiful combs, probably won't use those. There's coins. But this one has, yes, the clothes. Look, 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 look. Does anybody fussy cut out the clothes and just use that in a journal? Because I think they're just so pretty. Look at these. Has anybody ever done that? Not, you know, without the female figure in it. Just use the clothes. Look at that. They're just gorgeous. Oh, and then I have clocks. Oh, look at that clock. I love that. It's a rare acorn shape, it says. The lower clock shows Lower Manhattan, circa 1850. Wow. Pictures from the war. Civil War equipment. But this section is circus. Look at all that. I've got to use that page somewhere. World's most marvelous lady gymnast. So I was really excited about that. This is the, if I do a man journal, this is all cigar stuff. I love the Big Bear cigar. I don't like cigars, but I like the pictures there. So there was that. There was that one. Oh, the children's books were in there. There was a few of them. And then I got one more. Probably won't do much with the boxes. And then there's bottles. But then there's this section here, yeah, that has botanical prints. I can use them just as is. Look at this. This was pretty. So there's several of those. Love this page. And this one. And so several of those, and then there's some books. The Indian. I do want to do an Indian journal one day too. My husband's ancestry is way back, is Creek Indian. Well, and then on the other side of his, one of his grandmothers, supposedly her mother was full Apache, so. Oh, I loved this. This guy getting on and off one of those big bicycles. Can you imagine having to do that? Oh. And these are Bibles. Look at this teeny tiny one. It says it's a miniature New Testament printed in Scotland in 1895, less than a 1/4 inch thick and 3/4 inches high, but contains the whole text in 520 pages. I think that was the best stuff out of there. Then, I love that image. Love that. But then there's these beer cans up front, which I don't like beer cans, but I love this page. These are Japanese beer cans, and they are supposedly among the world's prettiest beer can designs. I think they're gorgeous. So, and then beads at the front. I don't know what I'm going to do with the beads. I could use, I guess, a background image for a tag or something, maybe. I'm not sure about that. But these are pretty, pretty, pretty right here. Love those. So anyway, I got 3 of those books, $1 a piece. I figured that was a great deal. Got this for 50 cents. It's actually a newer magazine that is reminiscing about you know, older things. So there's a few good things in it, but you know, only paid 50 cents for it. So, but I do love this image, and I may have to use her on a front of a journal. That to me is so pretty. So there's a few things in there, not a whole lot, but you know, 50 cents. Got this for $3. Mostly because it's from 1954, and I was trying to find a lot of 1954 stuff for my late in-laws memory journal. And so there are some really great ads in here. It does smell a bit musty, but that's okay. It can be aired out. All-American baseball team, Yogi Berra. Look at that. I love that. That little boy. Isn't he cute? Little freckles on his face. Sugar Crisp. I'm gonna have to use him somewhere. That's hilarious. Harley Davidson. Too old for a bicycle, too young for a car. Just right for Harley Davidson. Wow. I do get a kick out of looking through some of these old magazines at the ads. They kind of crack you up. Often a bridesmaid, never a bride, apparently because her breath stunk. So, you know, it's for Listerine. Poor girl. So, $3. And I have to say that these pages are in much better condition than the Time magazines I have. The Time magazines that I have, the paper is just ever so slightly, I guess, thinner, or made of a different quality, and the edges are all, I mean, if you did that with the edges of my Time magazines from 1954, they would just fall apart. So this one's in better condition. Happy about that. Excuse me. Found this pattern just because I love the little baby dolls on it. I know somebody's written on it, but I still like it. I'll use that. May have to make a baby journal with that. That's adorable. It was $1, I think. Yeah. Found this. This came from the dollar booth, but I found it. I mean, we got in there. It was a tight little booth, and we got in there and we dug all the way down to the bottom, looking at everything in there. And I found this on the very bottom shelf. And so it was $1. It's a padded book. Wish it didn't have the year on it, because I would and I still may turn this into a Christmas journal. And this is one of those things you're supposed to fill out, but nobody ever did. So there's so many pages I can use in this. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at that. There's these things like this. Love this image. Can you see that okay? Yeah. There's crafts. Some of the pages I won't use, but some I will. How to fend off squirrels and cats. But then there are pages, oh, I love that too, like this, that you're supposed to fill out, and it's made of a different paper. Holiday get-togethers, coloring pages, picture perfect memories. And look at that. Love this. So there are stories in here. Wouldn't that be good for center spread? So I don't know exactly how I'm going to use this. I don't know. I could use it for an altered book. How pretty, huh? This is my favorite image in here. Can you see that okay? How adorable is that? It's a Norman Rockwell. Of course it is. Just love it. So I'm not really sure. There's actually some good looking recipes in there, but then there's more of these pages. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, other gatherings, letters to Santa. I'm just, I love this one too. It's another Norman Rockwell. So, and that one. So there's Norman Rockwell images, drawings in here. So, give me some ideas. What do y'all think I should do? Cut it up and use it my own journal. Make my own journal. Altered book. Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. There's pages I love and there's pages I don't. And then there's new holiday recipes, handmade gifts, Christmas card list. The calendar, of course, is not the right year, but isn't that great? And then there's music pages. I just love it. So y'all give me some ideas. Y'all give me some ideas. I know I don't have too many followers, but feel free to share ideas of what I should do with this, because I feel in my heart I really need to do something with it. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Okay, then I found in that same dollar booth, I have been also looking for construction type things for my late father-in-law, the part of his journal, the part of the journal of them, because he was into construction for so many years before he got disabled. And it's so hard to find construction stuff until I ran across these. And there are images in here that I can use. I know it's not the 1954, but still, there was one page in particular, if I can find it. Oh, there's several pages. There's all these images of constructing a shed. Look at that. I was so happy when I found these. This may have been the one with the, I can use these for all kinds of things. One of these had something about stairs that was there. Look at that. Isn't that great? And it even says carpentry at the top. I was so happy I found these. They had several more of them, but I just limited myself to these two. Apparently it was a whole series from Mechanics Illustrated. And this one's already fallen apart. You can see it as, it's just, I went to open a page and it went crack. Everything just started falling out. You can see the spine is just disintegrated there, but yeah, I was so excited about these. That was a happy find for me. And they were just sitting right there on the shelf, just like right in plain view, when I walked into that booth, and felt like I was being led to that. Then I found these. I have two different ones, and I never knew these existed. This is a book by Victoria's Secret. These are brand new. They were in the box. $2 is what I paid for it. I mean, you could tell, I don't think they had ever even been opened. You could feel that it just had not been opened. It opens better now because I've been looking at it so much. But oh my goodness, at the fussy cutting images I can get out of here. Look at that. There's poetry, there's images. I was so excited to see this. Look at her. Yes, they are glossy. My question as a newbie junk journal here is it okay to use the glossy stuff? I'm going to do it anyway, but what are the objections to using the glossy stuff? Look at her. She's just sitting in the garden, reading her book, petting her kitty cat. I even like this little image. So I never knew these existed, that Victoria's Secret, look at her hiding behind the curtain, did these books. That's pretty. So I was really excited about that. So many images in here. And the copyright was in the back somewhere. Yeah, 1990 in London. And supposedly, it's been especially scented with the beautiful fragrance of Victoria, the signature perfume of Victoria's Secret. And you can smell it. So there's this one, which is the Beauty of Love. And then there's this one, Gardens of Love. Isn't that a pretty book? I may have to just turn these into journals. Look at her sitting and just laying in the garden reading a book. So if you ever see these, grab them. Because, you know, I had no clue. You know, I picked up the box and I was like, Victoria's Secret. And I thought it was going to have something, you know, lingerie related in it. But no. Just beautiful. I love that one. Kind of got a, if I can get, kind of got a little sassy look on her face there. She has rejected the gentleman that's walking away and threw his flowers on the ground. So anyway, I loved this find. I just loved it. I sat and looked through them last night. This was the one I think had this one also had never been opened, so it was hard to get it. Look at her. Hard to get it open to start with. And then I have one more find, and my daughter had walked around the corner from me. I was actually when I had found those books, and she had walked around the corner, and I could hear her in another booth, and she was going, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I was like, uh-oh, what has she found? This is what she found. I was so excited. I did have to pay $10 for it, but that's okay. This is a 1969 reproduction of a 1902 Sears and Roebuck catalog. And it's, I just love it. Look. I was so excited to find this. I've seen other people have these, and I was like, oh, I'd love to find one of those. Oh. I don't know what all I'll do with it, but I will do stuff with it. And since I don't make journals to sell, you know, I'll probably make a copy of whatever I use and just use the copy. Oh, it's so great. Oh my goodness. So I was very excited to see this. Very excited. Yeah, it was $10, but to me it was worth it. It was worth it. Every bit. Loved that. So that is my thrift haul for today. I was quite pleased with it, and if my mama watches this, thank you, Mama. I love you. Love you so much. She knows I have had some struggles in this last year, and she just wants me to be happy, and I am trying. Getting out of the house yesterday helped so much. I also want to give you a quick little update on a couple of things. My in-law journal, I don't know if I can get to it now, I've piled so much stuff in the way. Memory journal, this thing that, you know, I've been working on, and I said was going to be absolutely huge, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I went ahead and cut the first signature out. Broke my heart, but I did it because it is this big all on its lonesome. So I don't know yet what all I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I'm going to remake the whole thing. I don't know. It's probably definitely going to be 2 or 3 journal series when I get done with it. So I don't know yet, but I'll keep you updated. And then in my 2020 journal, I've been doing a little more work. So it's feeling heftier. I have, I'd already showed you that page. And then that one, I showed you that one. This is my March. Oh, and I went in, I was going to tea dye some envelopes to go with these that were already this color, but I decided, since I had done every other month, that every other month I would use colored ones. So February to me is a pink month, so I got pink. And then here's March. I did this little flip out. I fussy cut the roses and put down through here. And this is my little My daughter suggested it, that because I did this little kind of tongue-in-cheek thing here about, 2020 being a joke of a year, that I include some little snippet of things that were happening, the bad things. So this is a page out of, here I've got the book, it was The Last of the Mohicans. Only paid 50 cents for it one time. This is horrifying news. So yeah, and then I've got a little snippet that says pandemic and quarantine. So there's that, because March is when, a lot of that was coming out here. I'm still debating on April. I haven't decided yet what to do. I've got a little things just sitting here thinking about them. And April gets a blue envelope. Still thinking about May. May is my anniversary month, and I was kind of giggling. I thought, I ought to put these people in there. So I'm still debating on May. Haven't done anything for June. June gets a green envelope, mostly because it leads to over here. This is what I ended up with for my July. Let me tell you, art glitter glue, it sticks almost immediately. I didn't mean for this thing to come down right at his nose, but that's where it landed, and that's where it stayed. So these are several cutouts of actually trees and stuff, but I liked it, and I like the bird sitting in it. So I'm happy with it. And I'm still possibly going to use this back here. I'm not really sure. It's just an old copy of Star Spangled Banner. This is my birthday month. Can you tell? So I have some tissue that says happy birthday. These came off of a card. They actually have a little bit of that puffy stuff underneath them to kind of keep them raised up. Got a piece of ribbon. No, it's that, you know what I'm talking about, the curly ribbon there. And then these are actually 2 tags. This is just a cover card. I made it look like an envelope. It's not really. And then this is cut out of a piece of wrapping paper. And I just, oh, and this is a boo-boo. I was talking to my daughters at the time and went to ink right there, and I just wasn't paying attention, and it actually covered up this whole area, and I was like, almost started crying. So I actually pieced a little of the tissue paper there to, cover it up a little bit. But this is for me, so it's okay. But what I liked was when you slip this in there, behind there, if you do it right, it makes that look like a cake. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. So, and I get a purple envelope because I like purple. So this is September. Used a piece out of Squirrel Nutkin. Beatrix Potter, I believe. So, and it's just, and this is a napkin. I even found I had some fall washi tape, so I was happy about that. I haven't finished. I've put some little room to put something else back here, covered up that. So I don't know what else I'm going to do here yet. I got to do something that, leads to the month. This one, I struggled so hard with this one. I really wanted there to be a field behind him, but I didn't have a field. I had to go with what I had. And October was a particularly bad month for us, for me, particularly bad month. So, for personal reasons that I won't go into here. And it was a very fearful month. So I found this piece of old Christian music, The Very Friend I Need, and When I Am Afraid. And I had messed up, okay? I had messed up, and I had done him first, and I was like, well, I needed to cover the back up because it had pieces of words and stuff on there, and I found this poem, and I wanted it in here. And then when I glued it in all wrong, and it was messed up here, and I was like, oh, what am I to do? So I just, like, since this is for me only, or my family, I was like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look YouTube beautiful. So I just, I did have a moment of terror that month. So anyway, oh, this was another funny thing, another thing that happened that month. So anyway, this is this is my October, and it is what it is, and I like it. So, you know, that's, and my daughters like it. So, you know, that's okay. It just, it's like, this is my month where I needed God the most. So anyway, that was October. I need this orange envelope, of course. I am still working on November, but I did find me a great turkey to put for November. And then this is my December. I really like my December. Okay, the story with the green ribbon. My grandson, my 4.5-year-old grandson, was with his other grandmother, and they were at Michael's shopping, and he saw this spool of this green ribbon, and he said that he wanted to buy that for Grandma because Grandma needed that for her crafting, and he wanted to give it to me for Christmas. And so he had his mommy slip it in my stocking, and he was very, very proud of this green ribbon, and I told him this was exactly what I needed, and I made sure this was the first thing I put on this page, and I showed it to him, and he was very happy. Did some little rick-rack. This is napkin on top of a junk envelope. And I got my little bear. And just little cutouts. This actually is a cutout from one of those clearish treat bags. And I just cut several pieces of this out and stuck it together. Really like how it turned out. And I just got some kindergartner paper on the back to journal with. So that's my December. Don't know if I have anything else. I gave it a red envelope. And then this was a card that we got, Christmas card that we got from some family. So I have washi taped it in. So I don't know if I've done anything else in here. No, I haven't done anything else. So that's my 2020 update. So this was my junk journal haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me any comments about stuff I got, about ideas on how to use stuff, especially that Christmas book. Really, really want to do something with that. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it. So anyway, may God bless you and keep you safe.